So this cast reflection will be about me helping with the local elections. I'm going to be going over 3 learning outcomes: identifying my own strengths and development of that area of growth, my ethics and choice, and the engagement with the issue and a global significance. Um, I'll go over identifying my own strengths and development on this area of knowledge. Uh, in the election, local elections every year, we have to help take the ballot boxes and organize them into sections in which the government office, state office, can count them and then figure out who won the election. This is manual labor in some senses, and you have to take these, 20-pound boxes, maybe 20-pound boxes that hold all the key stuff that is for the election, and you get a difference of your what you see as a strength and what you don't. You see what is needed in a local election, and the amount of people that are involved, which is very many, and you see that in myself. I see that I grew the growth of like a physically. I grew, I guess, in a strength because you have to lift these boxes, and there's 50 boxes, and or you need to take boxes from cars and talk to people. So you need to communicate with people, which is another strength, and so those all grow while you're doing this for a couple hours. Another thing is that this has an ethical and the choices that we make. We're in charge of these boxes for a short amount of time, so it's and these local elections can be major to large elections and are major to the government in itself. So us helping out in the local elections is kind of like our own way of being like a good ethical help. And so you make choices in how you help the government and the local government with itself too. So some people could take this and try to sabotage the election, but most of the people who do this are good people who need the help, and they actually need the help of getting all these equipment together and to get the ballots in so that people can read them. This is a global issue also, in the sense that it has global significance, and that I would say that local elections are probably more important than major elections. So a local election for a Senate or mayor can undoubtedly change the government more than a presidential election, which more Americans seem to fit in that kind of aspect, is that the major election of the president determines everything, even though a lot of what happens in the government is through local and state elections, and those people who are in charge of those parts of the government than in the major government of president. And so we should always vote in those certain areas. So me showing that, coming to this kind of like helping the local election, is kind of showing that this has global significance other than just the major election. This shows the local, and how the local can actually change the world too. So the local elections, and so me volunteering to help those local elections, can be a global significance in itself.